Hey everyone, this is Prakash and today I'm going to talk about my first programming classes. So it's the first week of my first programming after like more than the 1.5 years. I just recently started, I took the programming classes. Before this, before then this, I just started, try to study my Python as a first language. But however, cannot be a discipline that way. But however, to keep my discipline every single day, I kept my first programming language, and I was curious which language they're gonna teach. But right now, as a fundamental of programming, I started learning as a C++ in my classes. So class started at 25 August, Monday 2025, and it was pretty good than I expected because the way I think code as like number games, multiplication games, that's the far beyond that. So I understand the fundamental of the coding. My teachers, my professor says like yesterday says like Wednesday, I before the beginning of I wrote the hello world into the classes. Before I wrote Hello World, which is the very first programming language of that, the professors asked us how cake is cooked, and she wrote down all the details what the student are telling. So all the students started talking, and finally I also gave some kinds of informations. But however, she told us that so how the cake is baked, how a cake is cooked, every detail that you add there is just like a program. That's how like programming is done. Something like that. We started thinking like it makes some kind of sense to us. So we started learning, and that was pretty journey. And at the very first day, our professor said like besides the classes, it's almost like in a week we spend like 4.5 hours a week in the classes. Besides that, we need to spend like 13.5 hours by ourselves in a study, so we could be good at that. So I'm thinking that am I spending time or not? Because so since it was very fresh, I feel like I'm very motivated by by. But now I still have the homework assignment challenges, things I need to do, but I still haven't done. But yesterday I did. I tried to do a lot, utilize my time as far as possible. Now I'm very fresh right now, but I need to go to a job right now since I'm very sad about that because I couldn't utilize my time well. So when I wake up, I just cook the food. I just try to go to the like laundry shop, and then I well came back and I just sleep like half an hour to rest my body so I could prepare for the job. Right now, I'm in the state like I'm in the way of going. So before I go to the job, I'm just trying to have an impromptu speaking, give that kind of informations. So this is my first programming language that I really enjoy it. So I research a lot. Buy a book. I help with my friends to buy the books and in the online shop. So however, I feel very useful as that, you know. So I utilize every bit of seconds of my life in a very useful way. I network better, I speak better, I lead better. So every single day, the days are blissful because of the God. We discuss the topic of the Bible, on the topic of the all the things. I feel like I'm a very blessed person. No, every single day I feel like the God is guiding me. He's helping me. So I'm going ahead in my life. So everything is fine. My financial, my relationship, my everything going well. So this is my first programming language. I'm so excited to learn this. So matter of fact is I really want to learn this topic. So I'm gonna grind on it. So I wish God will help me, and this is the very first program in my life that I'm studying, and the experience was very different than I expected. Every step is taught by the professor, the way they taught, the way they um, uh, the way they cure us is very different. No, even though I lose my marks, no, how did I? Because since I have wrote the hello world in my first in the classes, even though I need to submit that in the submission class, but however it couldn't help me. However, I couldn't able to submit that, so that's why I lose the 15 points. I feel very sad about that because I wanted to really great at it programming, but I lose that point in live class. So this is the very first programming language that I'm very excited about. I hope this gonna be a good in future as well. I gonna be a very consistent that just like the I'm doing consistently on the public speaking, and I'm doing good at speaking. I hope I gonna continue that programming language also. So on the way I'm gonna post about that programming also very soon. So the journey of getting very beginner to the very pro level, that will be my journey on the field of programming. So I'm gonna uh, film I mean I'm gonna record that journey also. I'm gonna share my experience also, so it will come very soon. So this is only for today. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye bye.